Hello everyone. It's very exciting to talk about future of playful technology. Play is an amazing thing. There are many kinds of play of which I'm going to talk about the kindergarten way of play. So what's special about kindergarten way of play? As children, when we played in kindergarten,
We are constantly engaged in this activity of exploring and creating things in collaboration with one another, be it with building blocks, fingerprints, whatever it is. Children are learning to think creatively and to work collaboratively. Two important aspects required for today's society. And more interestingly, when you look at kindergarten way of play, the children are both the creators as well as the consumers of the playful experiences that they create. So, but unfortunately, this doesn't hold good when we grow up. When we grow up, we no longer play the same way. So, today's adults, or for that matter, even today's children, experience play predominantly in the form of virtual gaming. Virtual gaming has become the synonym of play, fun, and entertainment. The pros and cons of virtual gaming is a highly debatable topic. But without getting into it, I think most of you would agree if I say, this is how we started playing, and this is how we experience play today. So what is there for future? So when I look up the future, I would like to ask these two critical questions. Can the future of playful technology help you bridge the gap between the virtual and the real world? Can the future of playful technology help enable people, in the spirit of the kindergarten way of play, enable people to be both active creators as well as consumers of playful experiences? I think it is certainly possible. So I propose the platform called Spacify. So what is this Spacify? Spacify is a mobile platform for creating playful experiences for real world spaces. So Spacify enables you to do two things. One, it helps you create playful activities in collaboration with one another or from your mobile phone. Two, it helps you bring whatever activity that you have created in your mobile phone in real life, it making your immediate environment into an interactive, playful space. So let's see how it works. So to see how it works, I'm going to introduce you to a guy called Bob. This fancy guy is a Bob. He's an interaction designer from New York. He has come to IxDA conference in Toronto. Just like many of us, he's around here. Okay, he's around here and he looks at people here and he's quite excited about the conference, but he's equally anxious about meeting new people, making friends, making new connections. He's not one of those guys who's proactively extrovert and goes and socializes with people. I think many of you can relate to this. So, so what he does, he just goes around, he sees people there, and all of a sudden when he's walking around, his phone beeps. So he just takes his phone and he sees a message saying, hey, probably you've stepped into a zone called the Spacify Play Zone, and are you game for some fun? This is an open-ended question and this kind of intrigues him, so he's curious. So he says, yes, he wants to know more about it. Then he says, okay, see, here it is. You are in a zone where there is a play kit installed very next to you. The thing that you're seeing there is a play kit, which is an open source hardware kit capable of projecting, capable of visual projections, and it has some sensors into it, it has speakers, so it can create a interactive environment just next to the place where it is located. So it says, do you want to do something with it? And when he says yes, then the system scans and then shows him a list of activities which are suitable for a conference environment. It just says, see, there's a whole lot of activities which are being used in other conferences, in other places, so are you interested in some? So he goes through that, a couple of things, and then he chooses this activity called connecting the circles. So the moment he says, yes, select, what happens is, the playful kit which is installed there creates a visual projection on the real space, which is just present in the space where our Bob is standing. So it creates this colorful circles exactly at the footstep where people are standing, and each one of them are a different color. And it also says, find your colorful pair, like find your pair, go around, see where is the next colorful pair. So it gives you some visual clues to go around, and all of a sudden Bob starts noticing that people have started started getting curious about it. They start following the lines, they bump into each other, they laugh, they start socializing. The whole environment is changed. The mood of the space has been changed with just one activity of Bob. Then all of a sudden, when Bob is intrigued and curious, kind of excited about the whole thing, he gets another message saying that, hey, I'm also in the same space. I've also come to an IxD conference from somebody called Sam, and he says, I think the same thing can be done a little better. So he says, can I join with you and do it? So the moment he says that, when moment Bob gets that invite and Bob accepts it, both of them gets the ability to create, modify, customize that activity and then launch, test, explore. So what are they doing here? Bob and Sam are playing like kindergarten kids, exploring, creating things, testing it out in a collaborative fashion. And when Bob explores this platform more, he realizes this is an open source platform where suppose you go out of IxDA, you go somewhere else, the kit is not there, you can purchase the kit or put your own kit together and then wirelessly connect it to the server, and anybody can do launch a game or a playful activity to the space that you have created here. So why do I think, why do I feel really passionate about this idea? Why do I feel that this is important for the future? The reason is because it uses playful technology to create and foster a participative society. It enables people to be active creators active creators of reality and not just passive consumers in the society. And you all would agree, design is always about people. And when people come together, it is power. And the role of technology is to facilitate. The role of technology is to facilitate this. And that's what Twitter did for Arab Springs. And that's what I think Spacify will do to make our environment much better. Thank you.